Hello students, in today's class I'll be explaining about special functions. What is special functions and finding the solutions of special functions, that is series solution of Bessel differential equations leading to Bessel's functions. Now, what is special functions? Many differential equations which have variable coefficient and constant coefficient which do not permit general solution in terms of standard function, for which the solution can be obtained in the form of infinite convergent series solution. The series solution of certain differential equation gives special functions such as Bessel's functions and Legendre polynomials are called special functions. Now, here we'll discuss about series solutions of Bessel's differential equation. The differential equation of order n is in the form x square d square y by dx square plus x into dy by dx plus x square minus n square into y is equal to 0 is called Bessel's differential equation of order n, where n is a non-negative real constant. Now we'll find series solution of this Bessel's differential equation. Here the coefficient of d square y by dx square is x square. Dy by dx is x, which is a variable coefficient, and we take x square is equal to p naught x, and that is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. Now let us assume the series solution of the given differential equation is y is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to infinity a r into x to the power k plus r, which is a series solution of the above Bessel's differential equation. Okay. Now let me differentiate equation 1. I named equation 1. Differentiating equation 1 with respect to x, that is dy by dx is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to infinity a r I've written as it is. Differentiation of x to the power k plus r is k plus r into x to the power k plus r minus 1. Differentiating this again, we get d square y by dx square is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to infinity a r I have written as it is, k plus r I have written as it is. Now differentiating x to the power k plus r minus 1. What is the differentiation? K plus r minus 1 into x to the power k plus r minus 2. That is the differentiation. So how we can differentiate? Differentiation of x to the power n. Formula we are using, x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. So here x to the power k plus r minus 1 is k plus r minus 1 into x to the power n. N is k plus r minus 1 minus 1, that is x to the power k plus r minus 2. Okay, that is minus 2. Now we substitute y dy by dx d square y by dx square in the given Bessel differential equation, x square into d square dx square plus x into dy by dx plus x square minus n square into y is equal to 0. So d square y by dx square. So I am substituting, that is summation r is equal to 0 to infinity ar k plus r minus 1 I have written as it is x to the power k plus r. So x to the power k plus r we can obtain by multiplying x square into x to the power k plus r minus 2. So x to the power 2 multiplying with the x to the power minus 2 gets cancelled. We remain x to the power k plus r. Now come to the second term, plus dy by dx I am substituting. Summation r is equal to 0 to infinity ar into k plus r into, here x to the power k plus r minus 1 is multiplied with the x. So x to the power 1 and x to the power minus 1 gets cancels and we remain x to the power k plus r. Now come to the third term. So we'll open the bracket. When we open the bracket, we get x square into y minus n square into y. Now let me substitute y value. X square, summation r is equal to 0 to infinity ar into x to the power k plus r is multiplied with, that is x to the power k plus r is multiplied with x square. Here again x to the power k plus r into x to the power 2. So power you have to add, that is x to the power k plus r plus 2, okay, minus n square y. So n square I have written outside the summation sign, substituting y value, that is summation r is equal to 0 to infinity ar into x to the power k plus r, that is equal to 0 on substituting y dy by dx d square y by dx square. Now we can collect x to the power k plus r terms together, and that is first term, second term and fourth term. Collecting first term, second term and fourth terms together, we get summation r is equal to 0 to infinity. Here ar into x to the power k plus r is common to all these three terms. I'll go back. So in the first term ar into x to the power k plus r you can see, whereas in the second term ar into x to the power k plus r is common, and in the fourth term ar into x to the power k plus r. So therefore summation ar into x to the power k plus r, let me take it as common on simplifying this, into, now the remaining terms when I take ar into x to the power k plus r as common, in the first term what is remaining, k plus r into k plus r minus 1, that is what I have written here, plus, come to the second term, ar into x to the power k plus r I have taken common, so k plus r is left here, that I have written here, k plus r. Come to the third term, these terms I have taken common, so minus n square, plus this is the third term I have written as it is equal to 0. Now further, here k plus r and in the next term k plus r, you can say it is a common. Let me take common term k plus r, and if I take k plus r as common, we can write the remaining terms as, here k plus r minus 1 plus this k plus r I have taken common, so here plus 1 in these two terms, minus n square, okay, plus the third term I will be writing as it is. Now this minus 1 and plus 1 gets cancelled and we get k plus r into k plus r that is k plus r whole square. That is what I have written there. I did not show that step. That is what I am writing here. Minus n square I have written as it is, and the third term I have written as it is equal to 0. Summation r is equal to 0 to infinity ar into x to the power k plus r plus 2 is equal to 0. I have written as it is. Now we have to equate the coefficient of lowest degree terms in x. Lowest degree terms in x, that is x to the power k plus r is the lowest degree. Next x to the power k plus r plus 2 is the next degree. That is, we have to take in the lowest terms as x to the power k to 0. So therefore, to make this is x to the power k, we have to put r is equal to 0. So therefore, when I substitute r is equal to 0 in this equation, we get r is equal to 0, a naught, and this is x to the power k. We are collecting the coefficient of x to the power k, need not to write that. K plus r is 0, so remaining k square minus n square is equal to 0. This is the coefficient of x to the power k. Now, k square minus n square is equal to 0. I will take k square minus n square is equal to 0 since a naught is not equal to 0, which implies k square is equal to n square. Therefore, k is equal to plus or minus n. So, we obtain two value for k, that is plus n and minus n. Now, I will move to the next power of x, that is equating the coefficient of x to the power k plus 1 to 0. Here x to the power k to 0. Here the next power is x to the power k plus 1 to 0. So, to make this is x to the power k plus 1, I have to go for r is equal to 1. Now, substituting r is equal to 1, we get this is a1 and this is x to the power k plus 1, whereas here this is k plus 1 whole square minus n square. So, this comes x to the power k plus 3. So, this is the coefficient of x to the power k plus 1. Okay. I am equating this is equal to 0. Now, I have to, if I have to equate this term, then I cannot take the k value as 2. Now, this is what we got, a1 into k plus 1 whole square minus n square is equal to 0. But k plus 1 whole square minus n square is not equal to 0, strictly not equal to 0 I am taking, because if I take k plus 1 whole square minus n square is equal to 0, we get k plus 1 is equal to plus or minus n, which is not possible because k is already plus or minus n. Therefore, this is not possible, so we take a1 is equal to 0. Now, finally, continuing so on, we equate the coefficient of x to the power k plus r. Equating the coefficient of x to the power k plus r for r is greater than or equal to 2. So, in the first term, to make it as x to the power k plus r, obviously r must be r is equal to r, and to make it as x to the power k plus r in the next term, I have to put r is equal to r minus 2. When I substitute here, r is equal to r minus 2, that minus 2 and plus 2 gets cancelled and it will become x to the power k plus r. This term as it is, because here already x to the power k plus r, where this term I have to put r is equal to r minus 2, so that minus 2 and plus 2 gets cancelled, we have x to the power k plus r. Therefore, we get ar into k plus r whole square minus n square plus, in the second term, r is changed by r minus 2 is equal to 0. On rearranging the equation, we get ar is equal to minus of ar minus 2 divided by ar plus 1 minus n square. Now, we go for first case. We got the value for k is equal to plus n. Therefore, the above equation I have named it as 3, which becomes, when I substitute, replacing k by n, so this become minus ar minus 2 divided by n plus r whole square minus n square. So that is equal to n plus, there k I have substituted as n, so it become n plus r whole square. Now this we have to simplify, open the bracket by using a plus b whole square. On expanding this by using a plus b whole square, this plus n square and minus n square gets cancelled. If you want, I'll show this step. The expansion of n plus r whole square is, that is n square plus 2nr plus r square, 2nr plus r square. Therefore plus n square and minus n square gets cancelled and we get 2nr plus r square. Okay, now that is what the denominator on simplification. Now we take the value from r is equal to 2, 3, 4 and so on. So first we will take r is equal to 2. When substituting r is equal to 2 in the above equation, that is this equation, substituting r is equal to 2 here, we get a2 is equal to, when r is equal to 2, 2 minus 2, this is minus a0 divided by, when r is 2, 2 into 2 it is 4n plus 4, 4 is common to both the term, that is minus a0 divided by 4 into n plus 1. Now taking r is equal to 3 in this equation, we get a3, r is equal to 3, r3 minus 2, that is minus a1 divided by 3 is multiplied by 2, 3 into 2 it is 6n plus 3 square r square is 9, that is equal to 0. But already we have proved that a1, we have taken a1 is equal to 0 in the previous first case. So when I substitute a1 is equal to 0 here, we get a3 is equal to 0. So if a3 is equal to 0, we can say that a5 is equal to 0, a7 is equal to 0 and so on. So for all the odd numbers, r is equal to odd numbers, the value will be 0, because when you take a5, we are substituting a3. a3 is 0. Therefore we'll move to r is equal to 4 now. Substituting here, minus 4 minus 2, that is minus a2 divided by 4, r is 4, 4 into 2 8n plus 4 square is 16. So here 8, let me take common, minus a2 divided by 8 into n plus 2. Already we have the value for minus a2, that is a2 value we have here. I am substituting this a2 value in this expression. Therefore this minus and this minus, negative into negative will become positive, that is why this is plus a0 divided by this 4 into 8, that is 32 into n plus 1, I've written as it is n plus 1 into n plus 2. We get a4 is equal to a0 divided by 32 into n plus 1 into n plus 2. So continuing so on, we can find the even values when r is equal to even numbers. Next even number is a6, a8 and so on. Okay. Now we have to substitute this value in the expansion of assumed series solution. Okay. Now substituting these values in the expanded form of equation 1. Equation 1 is the assumed solution of the given differential equation. So what is the assumed solution? That is y is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to infinity, r is equal to 0 to infinity, ar into x to the power k plus r, x to the power k plus r. Okay. Now on expanding this is what our equation 1. Now expanding this means we have to give the value for r is equal to 0. When r is equal to 0, a naught into x to the power 0 k plus 0, we get a naught into x to the power k. That x to the power k I have taken common. Next, second term, when r is equal to 1, a1 into x to the power k plus 1. In that x to the power k terms I have taken common. So remaining only one x term plus, let me move to r is equal to 2. When I substitute r is equal to 2, a2 into x square plus a3 into x cube and so on. Okay, this is the expanded form of y is equal to. Hope it is clear. Now, for the solution k is equal to plus n is denoted by y1, because we have two solutions. One is k is equal to plus n and k is equal to minus n. For k is equal to plus n, let me take it as y1 as a solution. Y1 is equal to, so this k I am substituting here n into a naught into a1 is 0, a2 value is a naught divided by 4 into n plus 1, a3 is 0, a4 is a naught divided by 32 into n plus 1 into n plus 2 x to the power 4. This 4, let me write it as 2 square here. 32, let me write it as 2 to the power 5, and take this value is equation number 4. Similarly, for k is equal to minus n, let me take the solution as y2. In equation 4, replace n by minus n. We have a naught into x to the power minus n. Everywhere n is replaced by minus n in the equation 4. 2 square into minus n plus 1 plus x to the power 4 divided by 2 to the power 5 minus n plus 1 into minus n plus 2 and so on. So these are the two solution for k is equal to plus n and k is equal to minus n. Now we have to choose the value for a naught. So we know that the complete solution of the given differential equation is y is equal to a into y1 plus b into y2. This is already, we know this is the complete solution of any differential equation. Now we need to substitute that y1 and y2 here. So before substituting, since a naught is an arbitrary constant, we can choose any value for a naught. So therefore, choosing a naught is equal to 1 divided by 2 to the power n into gamma n plus 1. Then this a naught value I am substituting in the solution of y1. We get y1 is equal to x to the power n divided by 2 to the power n into gamma n plus 1. A naught I have taken common into 1 minus the remaining terms I have written as it is, x by 2 whole square into 1 by n plus 1, x by 2 whole to the power 4. There I have taken 2 to the power 5, so that 2 to the power 5 I have split it as x by 2 to the power 4 into this 2 I have written here. Here 2 to the power 5 is there. So in that I have split it in terms of x 2 to the power 4 into this 2 into n plus 1, n plus 2. Now x by 2 whole raised to n into this gamma n plus 1 I am multiplying inside the bracket, 1 by gamma n plus 1 minus x by 2 whole square as it is I have written, 1 divided by n plus 1 into this gamma n plus 1 plus x by 2 whole to the power 4 I have written as it is, 1 by 2 times n plus 1 into n plus 2 into gamma n plus 1. Now we know that the value of gamma n in the multiple integral chapter, gamma n is equal to n minus 1 into gamma n minus 1. So using this formula we can write n plus 1 into gamma n plus 1 is equal to gamma n plus 2. When it is n minus 1, this is 1 more than that, that is n, the next value. When it is n plus 1, the next value is n plus 2. Therefore, n plus 1 into gamma n plus 1, we take gamma n plus 2 by the definition of gamma function. Similarly, n plus 1 into n plus 2 into gamma n plus 1, we take gamma n plus 3 by the definition of gamma function. Now substituting these values as gamma n plus 2 and gamma n plus 3, we get y1 is equal to x by 2 whole raised to n into 1 by gamma n plus 1 minus x by 2 whole square into 1 by gamma n plus 2 plus x by 2 whole to the power 4 into 1 by 2 times gamma n plus 3 as it is substituted. Now we can rearrange the above expression to reach the solution. This x by 2 whole to the power n I have written as it is. For 1, let me take it as to generalize the formula. I will rearrange the equation this as minus 1 to the power 0. Simply we are taking it minus 1 to the power 0 is 1. Anything to the power 0 is 1. By gamma n plus 1 into 0 factorial, because I need to bring into the factorial form. So I will simply put 0 factorial is 1. Here minus 1 is there, that is minus 1 to the power 1 by gamma n plus 2 into 1 factorial x by 2 whole square I have written as it is. Here plus is there, so let me take minus 1 whole square into gamma n plus 3 into 2, let me write it as 2 factorial is 2 into 1 x by 2 whole to the power 4. Okay. Now x by 2 whole raised to n, this is the expansion form of summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to the power r, because here minus 1 power 0, minus 1 power 1, minus 1 power 2. So for that I will take generalize as minus 1 to the power r is equal to 0 to infinity by gamma n plus 1, gamma n plus 2, gamma n plus 3, the next term will be gamma n plus 4. So for that let me take it as gamma n plus r plus 1 for r is equal to 0 to infinity into 0 factorial, 1 factorial, 2 factorial, let me write it as r factorial for r is equal to 0 to infinity. That is summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r gamma n plus r plus 1 into r factorial into x by 2 to the power 2r and x by 2 to the power n. Together we can write it as x by 2 to the power n into x by 2 to the power 2r is x by 2 to the power n plus 2r. This function is called Bessel function of first kind of order n and which is denoted by Jn of x. Therefore, Jn of x is equal to summation r is equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 raised to r divided by gamma n plus r plus 1 into r factorial into x by 2 whole raised to n plus 2r. Now similarly, we can find the solution for k is equal to minus n, which is denoted by j of minus n x, j minus n of x. Replacing in the above expression, replace n by minus n to obtain j minus n of x. Hence, the general solution of Bessel equation is given by y is equal to a into jn of x plus b into j of minus n of x, where a and b are arbitrary constant and n is not an